Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live once more again. Also, what I need for you to do, sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, my worthless 2 cents is about to put something in your ear. Oh, and here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live once more again with another episode. With another episode of my worthless 2 cents table talk. Well, your approval is not needed.
Yes, sir.
Man, y'all look at here. Sorry about that. I got choked up. This man got me all choked up, y'all. I have a special guest tonight. Man, this guy right here is doing wonderful, wonderful things. It is an honor. It is a privilege. I told him I was saying, I tell him on right now, it is a privilege to have you. I thank you. So all I'm gonna do, since I done got choked up over here, it must be the headphone and get wrapped around my throat or something. I don't know what it. Look, I feel better. And that's what it was. It was the headphone. Oh, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
My throat, boy. Look at you. Look, man, it's an honor. It is a privilege to have you. The things that you're doing, your vision, not only having it but walking it out. That's a whole different thing. You know, it's one thing to have it, but you're following through on your vision and your passion. I don't do no introductions because I don't need to, because this man right here, he can definitely speak for himself. So, old country boy is about to do what old country boy does best. No, that ain't what I do best. But I'm going to do the second thing that I've learned how to do. That's shut my triple trapper. So what I want y'all to do, each and every one of you, I want you to grab you some popcorn. I want you to grab your most comfortable seat. I want you to get your eyeglasses because I need you to see this fella as well. I need for you to clean your ears out. And I need for you to do this. Sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, the Lloyd Christen, put something in the ear.
Man, what up, baby? Listen, man.
What's going on, sir?
I tell people all the time, we don't come to take sides, we come to take over, man.
Hey, there you go.
It's the right mindset, man. So look, 2024, man, everybody need to get their mind right. Everybody needs to understand that you have knowledge that you should be selling to the people, man. And so one thing I like about my worthless 2 cents is because I love your brand, because it's like, this is my world. I'm living in it. And so, and I like it makes me think that you're not putting pressure on people. And it's like, this is my opinion. So and you devaluing yourself, but you're giving much value. You see what I'm saying? Because when you say my worthless 2 cents, it's like, oh yeah. But the information, your consistency, what you giving people, it's pushing them to new levels and new heights. And I'm seeing it. I'm like, okay, every week. Listen, remember this. Consistency is the new currency. Consistency is the new currency. And guess what? As long as you keep giving content, you're going to kill your critics, man.
Well, look, they're going to be dead over here because hey, I'm going to buy y'all some flowers because you're going to be dead. And that's true. I like that. I like what you said. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter what aspect of life. The key word is be consistent. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's business. It don't matter if it's in your relationship. Look, old country boy can speak for himself. You know, I got a few exes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I got a few of them. Gotcha. And the reason that I have a few of them is because I was not consistent. See, you that goes for relationship. That goes for that. If you go into a job, if you're not consistently being on time, if you're consistently late, look, consistent, it could be a negative or a positive. It's all in your mindset how you want to. If you want to push forward, you have to be. I love what you said. Be consistent. And the thing about critics, man, you know, you and I both know, critics, haters, whatever you want to call them, but that's what they're designed to do. I don't know why people get offended by people who criticize them. I don't know why people get offended by people that they call hate. Why are you offended by that? My question is why you even paying it any attention. You should be taking what they hating and growing. That for me, it's nothing but fuel. That's just me. Yeah, look, that's my new gasoline. That's what I run on, baby.
Come on. And I love the fact that I think a lot of times that people tend to forget that once you building something, a dog can't bark at a parked car. The car got to be moving for the dog to bark. So as long as I'm moving, as long as I'm grooving, you can't stop my greatness. So you must just sit back and watch me create. What I learned is there are more consumers than creators. So if you can become the creator that people get their source of information from, that's when you can build your life, your brand, and your legacy. That's what's most important. So a lot of times I think that we get into this thing of like, oh, like today we had a lady come in from Miami. She came in Miami. She did 20 reels. She was excited. You know what I'm saying? And one thing she said was, I like the fact that you guys allow us space so that we can create reels and we don't have to worry about it, and we send it back to her in 72 hours. So that's the most important thing that we got to understand and believe, that put yourself out there, watch how people follow you, and you get people to know, like, and trust you, they'll buy from you.
Yeah, that's true. That, you know, but you have to, I'll say this though, in my opinion, you have to believe in yourself before somebody else can believe in you. You have to believe, because you can sit up here and tell me that this all day, but if you don't believe it, because it's what I'm putting out. It's who I am. If you put, let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't know nothing else in the world, please know this from the country boy. Most of the time, a lot of the time, the majority of the people can see through fakeness. Now they may ignore it, but they see it. They see when you ain't real. They see when you're out here, you're fronting and you're flossing. Understand that. Be true and be real to yourself.
Come on.
Be who you are. And I'm gonna give you back, man, because I start running my mouth over here. But my thing is, I try to tell people, be genuinely you. Be genuinely, before you can be committed to the world, be committed to yourself. Be committed to your vision, because everybody is not going to see it at first. Understand this, and I say that biblically speaking because it says write it down and make it plain. Everybody is not going to be able to see it at first, but consistently walk in it. I don't care if ain't nobody buying. I don't care if ain't nobody watching. I don't care if ain't nobody supporting, ain't nobody liking. I don't care, because that says I'm committed to me first and foremost. Whether you're here or you're not, baby, I'm gonna be here. Lord, you know what I tell them? Every Monday.
Come on.
Every Wednesday.
Come on.
Country boy.
you gonna see him and hear him. Let's go. Hey, you know what? You said something about the word. This is the thing. You said believe, huh?
Believe.
When you spell out the word believe, there's a 3-letter word inside the word believe. And that 3-letter word is the word lie. So you have to subconsciously lie to yourself. I mean, you have to already see yourself there before you get there. Yes. All right. So there's a subconscious thing that's in your mind that you can say, you know what? I have to already see it. I tell people, when somebody can see your vision, it's no longer your vision. They can have it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But the minute only you can see it, you onto something. And so, for instance, I always try to tell people, like, I try to tell people, like, when you are building, when you are building your brand, you are building your, where you're trying to go, you really got to be locked in to, like, you got to be tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? You got to have blinders on. When me and my wife first opened up our studio, people said, I don't know what y'all trying to do. And right now we got so many podcasters renting out that room. It's crazy. We got people flying in from other states just for us to help them with their courses. I mean, but we had to see it. We can't wait on nobody to see it, you know? And when people physically can touch it now, they can touch it now. Oh yeah, this is what you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So when we tell them we're about to build a building in Houston, Texas, the #1 studio in Houston, the content creation studio, it's gonna be over 10,000 square feet. It's coming. And when it comes, ain't nobody in the Houston, Texas gonna be able to touch this building, bro. Price, quality, and return on investment. Because you know what I learned? You know the Clippers owners, the owner of the Clippers. Before he built his stadium, he went out to other stadiums to see it. That's what we doing. We just sit in other studios and say, "Oh, let's take this, and now let's put it right here in Houston, Texas, so that people ready to come, and we have the facility to help them not only create content, but to be able to change lives, and we can create millionaires in the building." So, man, I love it.
Man, that is wonderful. Lord, what I want you to do is before you get deep into it, tell these folks exactly what it is you do, what it is you and your wife do, what it is you do collectively and individually about your business, about how you are actually, because they probably like, so what he do? He got a studio? He a rapper? He that fella rap?
So I try to tell people we focus on 3 things. Number 1, we help people create content with reels. So I learned something. A lot of your content creators, a lot of your people that's real estate agents, the list goes on. They want to. Our slogan is, "You come and sit down and be the talent, and let us do the work." So that's the first thing we do. We do reels. Second thing we do is we have a podcast room. All right, that we only charge $285 a month. You get 4 episodes up to 1 hour. We do the editing. We cut out the reels. We do everything for you, and we return it back to you in 48 hours. So listen, studios in Houston, they charging $300-400 an hour. We charging $285 for 4 episodes a month, up to an hour. In that price point is killing the game right now. So, and the last thing we do is we help people with digital courses. So we help people create digital courses from scratch. A lot of times people want to know 3 things about digital courses. Number 1, what platform do I need to use? Number 2, they want to know, how do I take my knowledge, package it up, and sell it? And the last thing is, number 3 is, what's the return on my investment if I spend this money with you? Right. Once you can answer those questions and you can help people, I mean, we just had a client, I think 2 weeks ago, say he made $100,000 in 60 days because us helping them set a course up. So these are the testimonials that people get, that we get a chance to interact and see. We had a lady today. She came from Miami. She said, "Man, I might have to fly down twice a month to Houston just to work with you guys because of y'all intellectual property." You got to empower the world, bro. This is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do.
And you know what you said, and it's been said so many times, knowledge is power.
Come on.
Of everything that you can talk about. I went out here, and I guess I just, in my head, this is what you can go out here and make the money. But if you don't have the knowledge, you can go out there and work for somebody, whatever. But if you don't have the knowledge, don't you understand that if you have the knowledge, you will never be broke?
Oh, man. Let's talk about intellectual property. The power of intellectual property. Okay. People don't understand how important it is for you to build your intellectual property. All right. So people say, okay, how can you charge somebody $5,000 for 60 days to work with me? You know how? And I tell people, my price ain't for everybody, and I'm cool with that. Right. But it's a lot of people. They coming, and they came, and they coming, and they came. You know what I'm saying? People are looking to be served, and people are looking to be packaged. So remember this. I became the person that I seeked. So I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on buying different courses. So I became the person that I seek. So now when I was trying to build my digital courses and stuff like that, I was like, man, this course gave me this course gave me that, da, 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 da. And then it clicked. God said, that's it right there. So what you do is you take something from all these courses, create a 14-step process. Now, this is what you do. You help people, tell them in 60 days, you can have, boom, God gave it to me. After I didn't put my money in, my investments, and I didn't put my over 10,000 hours in. That's the difference. People want the microwave generation.
Yes.
You gotta put your 10,000 hours in. They asked Usher. They said, Usher, how did you get a residency at in Las Vegas? He said, simply I put my 10,000 hours in. So those are things.
Put it in. You're so right. You got to put it in. You know, that thing is when you get it quick, it leaves quicker.
Come on.
When you get it quick, it leaves so much quicker. But when you take that time, let me tell you, there is never, I don't think in any step of my life, in all of my 58 going on 59 years, that any step was not worth it, because every step taught me something. I gained something from every step. Going through it, I might not have thought I was getting nothing, but now as I look back, you know, I'm not that person. You know, sometimes people ask that question. Well, if you could go back and change something, Old Country Boy wouldn't change a thing, because here's what I know about changing something. If I go back and change one thing, I have just ripped the fiber and I changed everything.
Ooh, talk about it. Talk about
everything. Everything. So you take all of that. You take those steps. You take those bumps. You take those lumps, and you count them all as lessons, because that's what got you to the point where you're at. You can't, some people want to get somewhere so fast.
Come on.
You want to get there. You want to get there, and you want to get there now. But the thing about it's not just getting there. Can you stay there? Can you stay there? And not only can you stay there, can you move from there to further up? And even if you get there, and if you fall back, have you learned enough to get back there again?
And that's the intellectual property I was saying. Once you build your intellectual property, then you understand the systems and the processes on how you can get back to the next level. And I think a lot of times people take the people they're around for granted. So I tell my wife this all the time. I tell her, we are walking Black history. Listen, we are walking Black history. Like we are doing things that our parents never done. They never had a content creation studio. They never had a business for this long that's thriving, making money. We are walking Black history. And I tell her that all the time. I was like, don't take what we're doing for granted. Because again, when we look back, listen, the day you born and the day you die don't matter. It's what's between that dash that does.
That dash.
You know what I'm saying? And legacy is greater than currency. So we are building our legacy. You worried about the money, build your legacy. One of my legacy at the end of this journey, I want people to know, they're gonna say, Lloyd Christen Jr., the creator of Why Now Is Your Time, the creator of One Man's Two Hustlers, has helped over 100 people become a millionaire. Thousands of people make six figures a year. He have teach, elevated, and help people get to the next level. That's what we focus. We're not focused on the money. We focus on empowering people, man. You want to empower the people. The money will come when you understand how you can pour into people, and the money will come.
That is, man, I agree with you so much. People are so focused on the money. People are so focused on the money and the money and the money and the money, this and getting there and chasing the bag and this thing. Let me tell you something. Sometimes people chase the bag, and when they catch it, it's empty.
Ooh, come on, man.
Because you're chasing the external.
That's
You're
good.
chasing the external. Too many people are chasing the external, and they're getting there. Two things happen. You finally catch the bag, and the bag is empty, and so are you.
That's good. I like that because I realize that I tell people there's an acronym DNA. All right. We all have our own different DNA, but the acronym of DNA stands for the D stands for you are designed, the N is to notice, and the A is your assignment. Okay. So when you dive into your DNA and understand your DNA is once you understand your assignment, you know what I'm saying? That there's no competition. You're your only competition. So
Yes.
my thing is your tribe is your vibe. So the people that come to it's some people that country boy that you're gonna be able to empower that I can't. It's gonna be people that I'm gonna be able to empower that you can't, because it's like we're moving on different frequencies. So somebody might see me and be like, man, I gotta connect with him. Somebody might see you and be like, man, I love Louisiana country boy energy. So it's like you gotta stay on your course, put these blinders on top and bottom and side, and just go for what you know, because I promise you success is on the other side. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go through it. You gotta get through it, and you gotta say, listen, I tell people, you either going through, you either already didn't got through, or you about to go through.
Yes.
But the problem is, at every stage, greatness is there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We don't take losses. This is all lessons for us.
Amen. Amen. Boy, two things. I'm gonna hit on them.
Come on.
I'm gonna jump on that horse on two
Come
things.
on.
The first one is when you talk about it is not about competition.
Come on.
Too many people are out here competing. Man, let me tell you, this fella sitting on this side, I am in competition. It's with this fella sitting on this side.
Man, you look in the mirror.
Every day I'm in competition with myself. My competition is to be something better than I was yesterday.
Speak on it.
If it ain't but a little, don't matter. But that's my competition, to be better than I was yesterday. The other thing, the other horse I want to jump on.
Come on.
People have circles. They have their little circles.
Come on.
But a lot of times, most of the time, some of the time, whatever time you want to choose, sometimes people's circles become their cage.
Ooh. But you know what?
Too many people have allowed their circles. That circle was the one that was with you, and they were supporting you. And when you was going, and they was like, okay, and they were pushing you to the next level. But somehow, some way, that circle became the cage. Now, when you're trying to reach the next level, they keep pulling you back. That's no longer your circle. That is now your cage. Step outside.
And the reason why, because complacency creates people that want to compete with you. Yes. And it creates familiarity. So then, for instance, people might say, "Oh yeah, I know who Lloyd is. I grew up with him." See, you knew that version of me. You don't know this millionaire version of me. You don't know this millionaire version of me. You don't know that I didn't bought hundreds of thousands of dollars on courses. You don't know that I didn't impacted so many people. See, the problem is, you on the outside looking in, you ain't in. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the daily activity. You don't see the mindset. You don't see me watching a course and I'm crying because I'm like, man, God, I finally found my answer. See, you don't see that part. You know what I'm saying? All you see is the end results. All right. Yes. So you don't never see the grind, the daily, the mental. You don't see me saying, God, I need you today. I need you to speak to my mind. I need you to give me the right thoughts. I need you to help me say the right thing. See, you don't see that part. The only part you see is the part of, damn, he doing good. Dang, you don't see that. You don't see the grind. You don't see the, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Go
Hey,
ahead.
look,
Go
boy,
ahead.
look, you made me go there for a minute. Look, what they don't see,
Whew.
what they don't see is how many brushes it took for Michelangelo to paint the Mona Lisa. All they see is the Mona Lisa.
Come on.
You don't know how many times he had to dip it, break it, and throw it away. But now you see the Mona Lisa, you're going like, man.
So somebody say, "Hey Lloyd, man, I like the way you edit your videos, man." I said, "I've been editing since I was 18. I'm 44 right now. So we're talking about 26 years in editing. 26 years. And you trying to compete when you can't even compare."
Come on.
So it's no way. I tell people this: the value of a car is only valuable in the right environment.
Yes.
So if you don't get in the right rooms and be around the right people, you can't expand your thinking. You can't expand your mindset. You're stuck at a level. They did a survey. They put some ants in a jar. They closed the jar up. They left it closed, but they left holes in it so the ants wouldn't die. They unscrewed the jar. The ants wouldn't even want to get out the jar because they've been conditioned.
Yes.
So right now I'm going to speak to somebody. See, right now you conditioned. You conditioned in being in that environment. You conditioned in being around those people. You think just because you grew up with that person, that's the right person for you. You think because they've been there since day one, you should stay connected to them. See, the problem is if you walk around like a plug, all right, every time you plug into it, it's the source that comes back to you. So the problem with you is some people you got to unplug from. Some people you got to disconnect from. Sometimes when they call that phone, you can't answer it. You got to tell yourself every single day that, listen, where I'm going, many have not been. And so since they haven't been there, they don't understand what it takes for me to get there. So if they don't understand what it takes for me to get there, why would I even ask them how to get there? Why would I even ask you?
Man. Hey, that is so it. You know, and I get it. Been there. Sometimes you get so conditioned to being where you're at in that environment, and those people have conditioned you, and you become so attached to them and it because one, you don't know you.
Come on.
You don't know. See, the thing is knowing you.
Come on.
And when you know you, when you sitting around the table where folks are talking about other folks and degrading other folks, you know that ain't you. But here is the crazy part. The reason that a lot of times the reason you won't get up is because you're afraid you're gonna be the next one they talk about.
Ooh, talk to the people, man.
So you staying in the environment trying to protect yourself when all you doing is hurting yourself. Understand this. Before you can do anything, accomplish anything externally, you got to be built up internally.
Come on, man. That's so deep.
To be tough on it. See, people run around here talking about how tough they are on the outside. Let me tell you something. You got to be tough internally.
Talk to them.
Tough internally means with that thing you talk about walking away. Because let me tell you, when you walk away and you unplug, see, what you tell them is this, baby, I ain't unplugging for you. I'm unplugging for me.
Ooh, come on, man. That's good.
And that's not being selfish. That's being selfless. It's because guess what? I have to unplug from you. And that don't make you bad.
Come on.
That don't make you a good plug. Just not for me.
Listen, I want to drop the gem on them. Price is only an issue in the absence of value. Okay. Let's dive on that real quick. You are so priceless that people would never value you because you have allowed them to get too close to you.
Mm.
So the reason why celebrities are so like, oh my God, because people been looking at these celebrities on TV and they never get a chance to really see them.
Yes.
So I tell people all the time, you become so valuable that you don't go around people as much as you used to, because your anointing, your blessings, the person you are, your spirit, it won't allow you to even get close to people who don't see or going where you going. I'm
Yes.
telling you this. Your
Yes.
spirit. I done seen events. I'm like, oh, I'm going to this event. And God say, no, you ain't going to that event because you ain't going to learn nothing.
Mm.
So you're not going to that event. Don't waste your time at that event. And then you're going to go to the event, because last year I went to over 40 events. You're going to go to events, and then you'll get to the events and be like, man, I paid my money. I already knew this stuff. And God said, didn't I tell you, you got to change your rooms? And when you change your rooms, that means the price then went up. So that means that in order for you to get to this room, it's $25,000. See, you want to continue paying $50, $75, $80 for these rooms with people who really don't know much. I need you to elevate.
Yes.
And I need you to go to that room that's $40,000, that's $50,000 right off on your taxes. I need you to get in a bigger room. So people in the room talking about making $100 million because they already made 40. So they trying to get the other 60. And they talking about plays that you need to know about.
Yes.
Mindset. You said it earlier.
That's it.
Mindset. So
that is the thing, is mindset. When you change how you view something, and I'll say this, I can't change your mind on how you view it.
That's true.
You have to want to change your own. You have to come to a point in this life, in this journey, where you be like, you know what? I've been looking at that all wrong.
It's good. That's good. This is good.
Not that somebody been showing it to me wrong. I've been looking at it all wrong.
Your perspective
has to change. Until that happens, you will stay in the same spot, doing the same thing, around the same people, and be mad every single day, mad, angry, frustrated. Why ain't I here? You're not there because you're still sitting here.
Man, do you want to be a chicken? Do you want to be a chicken or an eagle?
Come on.
See, a chicken can't fly. He's on the ground. Listen, an eagle, his perspective has changed. Okay. Do you want to be the goat or you want to be a donkey? You know what I'm saying? Two different activities. If you watch a donkey act an ass versus a goat is more like a human. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things I think about. They said they had a snake. The snake, the eagle seen the snake. The snake was trying to go get the eagle eggs. So guess what the eagle had to do? The eagle had to grab the snake, take it out the environment, fly it over there and drop it off somewhere else so he can protect the eggs. So I'm just trying to, I want people to know, like, the mindset of, like, do you want to be a chicken, or do you want to be an eagle? It's all on you.
And look, you know I'm finna play with that, right? You know I'm finna play with that. Yeah.
Come on. I gotta grab my charger. Keep going. I gotta grab my charger for this dot. Just keep going. I'm listening.
Let me tell the chickens this.
Come on.
If you know that you a chicken, be a chicken, but be the best chicken. Because Kentucky Fried, Churches, Hearts, they make good chicken. Be the best chicken, be the biggest chicken, be the fluffiest chicken, but be that chicken. If you know that you a chicken, some people don't even know what they are. That's the thing about recognizing where you are and recognizing your place in your space. Be the best in your place, in your space. Don't be a chicken talking about I'm finna go to the rooftop and I'm gonna try to fly off because I think I'm an eagle. You ain't.
Come on.
Recognize who you are and be the best at being who you are. You ain't got to pretend you an eagle because you're not an eagle. Let the eagle be the eagle, baby. Just be the best chicken. And if you an eagle, then fly and soar like an eagle. You don't have to come down on the ground like a chicken. I ain't never seen an eagle come down and peck for corn.
Mindset, man. You know, and
know your position. and play it to the best of your ability. But that requires
Come on.
knowing yourself and being okay and at peace with yourself wherever you at.
Come on.
I'm never gonna be mad at an eagle. If I'm a chicken,
Come on.
I'm gonna lay them eggs, baby.
Come on. And I really, man, I just want. I'm so like, I'm so disheartened by like we are stuck into a mindset of I know it all
Mm,
versus I need to learn more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm I've been I've been this person before. So my wife, she challenged me. She said, if we sign up for these courses, are you gonna humble yourself and learn, or are you gonna think you know it all?
mm.
And so I stepped back and was like, you know what, you're right. And I said, and it was nothing but the Holy Spirit speaking through her, telling me that you need to get in this class and you need to humble yourself so you can get the things you need to get out of it. But so many times, people, we get into this, oh, I've been there, done that, I know it all. And we wonder why we stay stagnant. We
Mm.
wondering why we don't grow. We wondering why we a lesson unlearned must be repeated. We wonder why. Man, I've been doing this for I ain't grow for 5 years. First of all, what have you invested in to get better at? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Have you put your hours in? Have you put your grind in? Have you got to the right place? And this is just the mindset that I want people to have. It's like it's inside of you, all right? But somebody got to pull it out of you. But
Yes.
you also got to be willing to invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to invest in yourself.
I mean,
So
but what greater investment? What greater investment than investing in yourself is there? You put everything else into everything else, but you're not, again,
come on,
you ain't putting nothing internally. You're not investing anything into yourself to be a better you, to be clean, whole, and to change your mindset.
come on.
But you want somebody out there to come and convince you why you should change.
Mm,
I can't
mm,
convince you to change. If
mm.
in your mind you have no earthly, no earthly willingness to want to change,
Ooh, talk to him.
how can you change something that don't want to change?
Mm, mm.
It doesn't happen. And why would I sit if I know me and like you know you, I'm not gonna sit there and bang you to change. I'm not gonna sit there and just sit there and why? Because now what I'm doing is I'm pouring my good energy,
Cool.
I'm pouring my positive,
Come on.
I'm pouring it on the ground. I'm wasting it. No, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Come
If you
on.
want it, if you it reminds me of a biblical scripture that I talked about last night. The man that laid at the pool for 32 years.
Mm.
He moaned, he groaned, he complained. Oh well, all they come down here and they put other folks in the pool, and I've been laying here, and every time this that happened, and Jesus asked him one question:
Come on.
do you want to?
Whew.
The question, whenever you are where you're at and you want to move further, but do you want to? Do you want to? Not did your husband tell you to? Did your wife? Is that what your mama wants you to do? Because sometimes we keep doing stuff for other folks. It ain't what we want to do. Everybody want to be a singer. Everybody want to be a dancer.
Come
But
on.
that is that because that's what somebody else tells them they should do. But what do you want to?
Come on. Talk to him.
Find your passion. And let me tell you something. When you walk in purpose, on purpose,
They can't stop it, man.
Bottom line.
And, it takes me to the story of Noah. So the Bible said, now if I'm wrong, call me if I'm wrong, but the Bible said he was 500 years old when he started building the ark. The Bible said the flood didn't come till he was 625 years old. So that was 125 years of him laboring. I bring this up because people are not willing to labor to get to the process. All right. According to the word of God, it said it never rained before. So he was building something that they could never even see and could fathom. So sometimes you building something that they can't see. Sometimes God giving you instructions and you try to share with others and they're going to talk about it.
Yes.
Sometimes God giving you detailed instructions on what to do and why to do it. And you try to tell God, well, God, that ain't it. God said, I'm whispering to you right now because this is something I'm giving you.
Yes.
See, I'm trying to take you to the promised land. I'm trying to take you to being the first person in your family to make 10 million in 1 year. I'm trying to get you to a place. But your level of ignorance, your level of not understanding my voice as I'm speaking to you, it allows you not to do the correct actions. So what we do is, hey, man, what you think about this? Hey, sis. Hey, bro, what you think about this? These people, and there's no disrespect, but they don't see it.
Right.
But you steady trying to pour into them for validation.
Yes.
See, I don't need validation for my own participation.
There you go.
So that's the mindset I want people to hear. Like, you're on the right path right now, but it's two things you must do. You must seek God and hear his voice. Number one. And number two is you must continue on the journey no matter how it looks. Too many times we get on the journey and be like, oh man, this ain't going right. They say you got 60,000 negative thoughts a day. So you got to fight against your own self on how you should be thinking.
Yes.
And then you got to fight against the world on how they thinking. But see, I'm not going to fight against the world because I'm not going to validate what they saying.
Come on now. Come
I'm
on.
going to stay on the right path and get locked into where I'm going. So I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, man.
Hey, man, look. You know, as you said that, I love that about the fact, and you think about it, because sometimes when you, I talk about these things, people be like, "What they talking about?" You know, I love to speak religion, and I not religion. I love to speak the spiritual aspect of life.
Come on.
See, because some folks may never ever pick up a Bible. Some folks may never ever. The only God that they may ever see be you and I walking in it.
Come on.
And here's what I know about that. Do you realize when you talked about Noah building, he could have told some folks at first, hey, this is what I'm doing. And they like, oh, you crazy, he gonna quit. But guess what he kept on doing, as you said?
Building.
He kept on building. And pretty soon, I'm sure when it started off, come on, here I feel it. I'm sure when it started off, it didn't look like nothing but some wood laid out there.
Come on.
It didn't look like nothing. It looked like, but as he kept building, and he kept following instructions.
Ooh, come on.
He kept building and he kept following the instructions. Soon they started to see this thing like, huh, it is starting to look like something. And I will tell you something I said many years ago when I started. There were some people around, and I would tell them this. God has given me the vision to build an ark.
Come on.
I'm telling you this now because I'm inviting you to be a part of the building process.
Ooh, come on.
But I will tell you this, and this is exactly what I told them. I will tell you this, and a lot of people may not realize this. Noah was not the one that closed the door on the ark.
Come on.
God shut it up. And I'm saying that to say this. People that are inviting you to be a part of it while it's being built are including you. And they want you to come apart and be a part and be on it because they know what's happening. But understand this, no different than with your business, with anybody else's business. Once that thing is built, God will shut the door, baby. It's too late for you to get on.
Ooh, man.
Now you have to watch from a distance.
And yesterday's price ain't today's price. So, I mean, why we charging what we charging? They just tell you the tables have turned. So look, I want to tell people about this. You know I'm an acronym guy, so I got to bring this.
Do it.
The next acronym I want everybody to focus on, man, is POOR, poor. I know there's a lot of people got a lot of poor mindset. The acronym for poor is passing over opportunity repeatedly. People let opportunity pass them by every day. See, some of you guys listening to this, watching this, and be like, man, they sound good. Listen, it sounds good because we are living testimony of greatness. And so a lot of times we let all these opportunities pass us by. You know, when I first asked you to come on my podcast, you came. It wasn't really no hesitation. It was like, man, let me find time. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I appreciated that because so many times I would reach out to people that be like, what's your podcast about? I'm like, man, I got over 100 something episodes. Go check it out. I mean, I just talk about entrepreneurship, mindset, stuff like that. But I say that because people want the details before they take action. This is why the word poor comes into place, passing over opportunity repeatedly. But see, I connect that word with the word denial. The acronym of denial stands for don't even notice I am lying. So people are lying to themselves every day about them passing up these opportunities. You know what I'm saying? They in denial every single day. They just letting these opportunities pass them by. All right. But because they let that word fear steps in. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real or fail early and responsibly. So you can either fail early and responsibly, I mean, learn from your failures, or you can false evidence appearing real. I mean, you can lie to yourself about what's really there when it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you got to get out your own way so that you can get to your destiny. Your destiny. Listen, it's knocking.
Yes.
Are you going to take action to go get it?
Yes.
Know what it is? You tell somebody, go get that door. God said, why you telling them to get the door? It's your door. I'm trying to get you to come in. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to come in.
Right.
So, I mean, I just tie those acronyms in. So I'm going to pass the ball.
Man, I love it. I love it. Before I get ready to go, there's a couple of things I do want from you.
Yes, sir.
One, I want you to use this moment, this time, whatever time it takes to advertise, to promote what you do, promote what you have, promote where you can be found. I want you to blow this thing up. We over here on TikTok, blow it up on TikTok. We Facebook, Instagram. We on my boy X. We on Elon. We on the X. We on LinkedIn. We are there. So what I want you to do is take this moment, because that's what this platform is for. It is to encourage and uplift and support others. So this is your moment. And then I got something for you after that one.
All right, cool. Listen, man. Listen, I tell people all the time, before I tell y'all what I do, remember, you need to design the life you want, create the brand you deserve, but most importantly, leave your legacy. 3 things we do well, and I tell people this every day. We can help you create content with Reels. Number 2, we can help you bring your podcast to fruition. We're not trying to overprice you. We're trying to give you exceptional value at a fair price to help you get to the next level. And we got it all booked up to where people can hit the booking links and book their hours and whatever they want to do. And the last thing is, If you've been sitting on this ideal and you have not took action, and I'll say ideal, I'm talking about you're like, man, I should create a course. Man, I should write a book. Man, I bring that up because the reason I bring the book up, I can show you we've done it. I should write a book. Man, I should do this. Man, I should do that. It is very important that you guys go to the link that was just put right here, which is creative, which is our podcast studio. But I'm telling you guys this, man. If nobody tell you this, I'm gonna tell you this. Whatever dreams and goals you have, you can make it happen. I'm a living testimony, 100% job free. I don't work for no man but myself. You also can go to my website, Why Now Is Your Time. And we got so much information over there. But I always tell you guys, go make it happen. Stop making excuses, because excuses is for the useless. If you want to continue to be useless, keep giving us the same excuses, man.
I love it. I love it. Man, look, I have one more last thing for you. And this has been something that has moved me even from our interview. And as we sit at the table, there's no questions at the table. We just hang and we talk, empower others and uplift others. But I do have a question while I bring out my piece of chicken and I sit back and I eat. The question I have for you, no matter what the answer may be, it's the right answer because it's yours. The name of why now is your time? Well, jumping on that, Lloyd, what is your why?
Man, my mom passed away at the age of 50 from cancer. And I can remember that growing up in a single parent home, I can remember her fighting, working 2 or 3 jobs, pushing through. And I'm trying not to get too teary-eyed right now, but I can remember we were struggling, bro. I mean, me and my sister, we had these conversations all the time. We were struggling, and I can remember, like, man, this woman will walk to work. This woman would, she would do whatever it takes to make her 2 kids, make sure we was taken care of. And my why is, if I can just empower people and pour inside of the next generation of what I know, because I want to die empty. I don't want to die full. I don't want none. I don't want none of my ideals. I want nothing going to the gravesite. I mean, I want to die empty. I'm working on 2 or 3 more other books right now. I got different courses I work. I'm trying to die empty. My wife is one of my plugs that I plug into every day. We work every day together. We go to the same spot because we own a content creation room. And my why is to see us become so financially independent that we can give to others. I seen a family walking the other day. It was a wife, looked like a wife, a husband, and 2 kids. I'm like, I'm trying to get to the point where I can stop my car and say, tell me a little bit about y'all. And if me and my wife like the store, let's go get you guys a car. I'm trying to get to the point where people say money don't matter, but to me, money is a factor if you're trying to help others get to the next level. So there's an acronym I always say for money, which is momentarily owned, not externally yours. So money is just a tool. But see, God know people love money. That's why I say money is the root of all evil. Money not evil. It's the love of the money. So my why is to pour back into the next generation, see my wife so happy that she lived in her dreams. Let me tell you, when you grew up in poverty, you don't need much. But you want more because you know you can do more. And so the thing is, I want the world to know, like, man, we all have goals, dreams, and ambition. And the last thing I'm going to say about my why, and it's an acronym, my why is, what's hurting you? what's hurting you will always fuel you. And what's hurting me is not being able, when I see that single mom and that family walking, I can't, man, let's go buy you a $10,000 car. That's my why.
Wow. Wow. It's I get that so much. It's so many people think that their why is about them. What I've learned is my why is not about me.
Come on. Come on.
My why was because of me, but it's not about me.
It's good.
It's about others. When your why is about empowering and uplifting and supporting others, is because you know where you come from and you've never forgotten.
Come on.
That's fuel that will keep burning forever.
I know. I live it. I live it, man.
Man, I thank you, bro.
Hey, man. Listen. Let's go get it. Listen, the first quarter of the year gonna be over in about 3 weeks. So I tell people, make sure you writing them goals down. Make sure that you're on the right path. Don't stop. Man, it's a push, man. You know what I'm saying? PUSH acronym. Pray until something happens, or push until something happens, or press until something happens. Push. Keep going, man. Listen, people gonna talk. They're gonna talk about you. Who cares? Because guess what? Most people who talking ain't doing no walking. They sitting on the sideline. I'm in the game. Shooting. I'm in the game, baby. I'm in the game shooting shot. I ain't just in the game running around. Soon as I get that ball, I'm shooting it.
There you go.
So I mean, I appreciate you having me, man. Look, I love the conversation. Like I said, I appreciate you having me, man. And man, look, I keep saying, keep doing what you're doing, because it's inspiring. It's man, it's motivational, man. If I could say, if somebody watching this, I could say, man, you a real one. And when you a real one, man, people gotta respect that. Since I first met you, you've been at the same frequency. It wasn't like, oh, I met you and all of a sudden you gave me your representative. You gave me who you were. And I totally respect that. And man, you ever need something, like I tell you all the time, holler at your boy. Holler at your boy, because I'm here for it.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. And the same here. And I appreciate your words, man. I've learned to walk in purpose on purpose.
Yes.
And that's my worthless 2 cents, man. That's just me. Your approval is not needed.
I love it.
That's a good boy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's him.
I love it, man. I love it. And just stay on it, man. Like, man, I think the world, it's two. I tell people all the time, it's 2 things people need: inspiration, all right, motivation, and one more, education. So try to put yourself in one. If you can do all 3, do it. But the world looking for inspiration, somebody to be inspired by. They're looking for motivation, which is something that can push them. All right. And it's so, I mean, people don't understand how important that stuff is. That stuff is so good, man. And so, like, man, just keep pushing forward, man, because, man, imagine if you die and 7 angels come around you. And when the 7 angels get around you, 3 of them say, man, I'm ready to go with you. Thank you. The other folks say, man, I'm so mad at you because you could have used me purpose. You could have used me business. You could have used me. You know what I'm saying? It's the other 4 angels are mad because you didn't live out your full potential. So 3 of them excited, like, oh, thank you. We finna go. The other one's like, man, we could have did more. We could have did more, but you know what? You played around. You know what I'm saying? You let this distract you. You let that distract you. You know what I'm saying? When that little thought came in, you said, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. When I have my 7 angels surrounding me, when I'm about to get up out of here, I want them to say, Let's go, Lloyd. We did our thing, baby. You wrote those books. You did those. You have them catalogs of videos, catalogs of podcasts. You did that. You did your thing while you was here. That's what. See, listen. People say they want to say you did good. They want to hear God say you did good, my good and faithful servant. But I always like to add, I want the angels that God is allowing us every day to say, oh, the angel of fear. He's like, oh no, come on, I'm gonna help you get through this. Oh, the angel of pride. Oh no, I don't want to get in your way. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got all these things that can help you, but you choose not to take action. Come on. God said, let's go. Walk with me. And I'm going to take you to the promised land. And so you don't have to worry about nothing. A land filled with milk and honey. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give me good measure, press down, shake it together and run it over. Come on, God. Give it to me, Lord. I take it. So I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just get
Hey, no. That is what it's about, man. That is the trueness and the realness of it. And man, I will tell you this. What I see in you, what I see in your wife is the most wonderful thing is this. Let me tell you something. When you find this thing, and I don't even know if you got an acronym for this because you might.
Come on.
The word is peace. Let me tell you something, people. I don't know if, and people walk around here. I had to tell somebody this. This was my thought on peace. People walk around talking about they're trying to find peace. You don't have to find it, just discover it.
Ooh, come on. Talk good to them.
Just discover it. Because guess where it is? It's sitting. See, what's that fella they was talking about? Columbus discovered America.
Oh, yeah. Christopher Columbus, man. Stop.
Let me tell you. It was already here.
Come on.
Your peace is already there. It's waiting on you. You're not waiting on it.
That's good. That's good. I tell you.
Go to the place where it's at. And I promise you from the bottom of my country heart, I promise you, once you discover your peace, see, after all you go through, after every step of the journey that you're on, I don't care when it is that you discover your peace.
Come on.
But every track that you have stepped in, every mud hole, every bear trap that's been laid there, every mountain that you had to climb has led you to discover your peace. Once you discover your peace, the price you pay for your peace, you will never, ever freely give it away.
Peace of mind is everything. And that's one thing I can tell you my wife gave me is peace. And she gave me the freedom to create. So like, I mean, I'm the thing about my wife, she's more calculated than me, which is great. Because I'm the person finna jump off this plane without a parachute, and I'm expecting God to send them angels. I'm telling you. I'm expecting him to send them. You know what I'm saying? When she like, hold on, just in case he don't send them, let's put the parachute on, man. You know what I'm saying? She that person, which is good, which I need that because I'm like, man, we gotta go for it. We gotta take a risk. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Listen, we only got one life, man. Just money. That's it. We can make up for the money. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? And she more like, I understand. Calm down. Let's get it together. We're gonna be all right. Which, you know, I need that balance.
Right.
You know,
right.
I can't have somebody else talking about, hey man, we jump out this bridge together. We gone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So man, like I said, man, I appreciate the conversation, man. Listen, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. Monday, Wednesday. Man, this should be a radio show one day. I'm talking about like a real, like a Dave Ramsey radio show. That's one of our main goals is to eventually One Marriage, Two Hustlers is to be a daily Monday through Friday like syndicated like Breakfast Club type. You know what I'm saying? The thing we can get on there for like 2 hours, talk about relationships, talk about how we getting money together and stuff like that. So I mean, I just think all that stuff is important, man.
Yes.
And you know, man, just you and your co-host though, I forgot y'all do y'all thing together too. Y'all be on the bed. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I mean,
it's a blessing, man. It is indeed a
so let me
blessing.
ask you a question before we go.
Yes,
People
sir.
need to know this. They need to know this. If you can tell your 18-year-old self something that you know it would have helped you, what would it be? If you can go back and tell your 18-year-old self something that could have kind of like changed the directory of your life a little bit, what would you tell him, the 18 version of you?
Keep pushing.
I like that.
Just keep pushing.
I like that.
Keep pushing, keep going. Same thing I say to anybody. I don't speak when I talked about internally. I don't speak anything externally that I have
Gotcha.
not gone through internally. And
Come
I
on.
would tell myself that I would go back and I would just say, keep pushing. I'm not going to give you any directions. I'm not going to tell you what this, that, and the other. Again, like I said earlier, you change one thing, you change everything.
That's true.
Everything is important. So all I would say is just keep pushing. That's why I encourage everybody daily just to keep going, because that's what it's about. Because one thing I know, and I'm going to close this thing out. One thing I know for sure, Lord.
Yes, sir.
If you stop, you're going to be exactly where you're at.
Man, and that's so deep. It's because I had a friend the other day. He's like, "So, bro, why you keep going so hard when you job free?" I said, "If I had a job, I'll be going hard for them. But since I don't got a job, I'm just going just as hard for myself or even harder." So
Yes.
it haven't changed. And God gave me my limbs and the ability to run around, walk around. I should be constantly thinking and creating. So I'm not going to disrespect myself versus if I had a job, I would go to them and give them 100% of everything because I need that paycheck. But since I work for myself, I got to treat myself the same way. And I think people don't understand that. That's a different type of mindset, though.
That's a whole different set. That's a whole different set. Yeah, people are willing to pour into other things and other places before they pour into themselves. Come on, man.
We better get off of here, man, before it be 12 o'clock.
Man, but look, I thank you once more again. Thank you so very much. I mean, it has been an honor. It has been a privilege. As we shut this thing down, and the only way the old country boy knows to shut it is this. And I'm not going to say if anymore because I know that it's true. The good Lord has given each and every one of us a vision. He's given each and every one of us a purpose. What I say to you is walk in it. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the people that say that you can't. Don't worry about the people that say you're too old, you're too young, you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too short, you're too tall. Don't worry about them. That's their job to be naysayers. What you do is you keep pushing. You keep going. Don't you quit. Don't you stop. Understand this, and this is what I know from my heart, is that whatever it is that you have, I can't tell you what you have. You know what you have. Whatever it is, if it's the fact you want to write a book, if it's the fact you want to start a podcast, if it's the fact you want to sing, you want to dance, I don't care if you want to own a car wash. I don't care if you want to own a laundromat. Whatever it is, if you want to be a cook, then you do it. If that is your vision, if that is your passion, if that is, then you do it. Don't worry about them other folks. You keep pushing, you keep going. And let me tell you something, and I will speak for my guest tonight, is understand this. We support you because we are two that have been there and are going through it. We support you so we know what it's like. Nobody's downing you. We're here to uplift you and encourage you to keep going. If you ever want to feel like giving up, go look up the old country boy, that old great feeling like, oh Lord, he's still going. If he can still go, baby, you can still go.
Come on.
If he can still push, you can still push. Just keep it going. Because I promise you this, for the vision, God has already secured the provision. You got to do your part and he will do the rest. And lastly, but not leastly, this is how I end this thing. If you woke up this morning, which you did because you had to be awoke, if you woke up this morning and you opened your eyes and you cleaned out your ears and you was trying to hear, you didn't hear the whistling sounds that's about to come into your ear. Well, here it is. Oh, I missed the part. Well, if you was out there today, somewhere in Houston, I was in Houston, it was kind of hot, a little bit hot. Not as hot, but it's going to get hot. Then it might rain. Who knows? Well, if you still didn't hear the words, well, here it is. I got to put my glasses on. I got to squint. 9:23 Houston time. I love you.
Love you too, man.
And I love you unconditionally. And there ain't nothing, absolutely positively nothing that you can do about it. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. Continued success, continued blessings, continue walking in your destiny. Look here, we're out of here. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll see y'all back with my co-host on Monday for The Real Conversation with a Twist of Humor. We will be here Monday, so y'all catch us on Monday, and then I'll be back Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and but anyway, I'll be back. Y'all be seeing me around. I love y'all. Lord, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. All right, we out of here. All right.